Oh no, your sciatica nerve pelvic pain. It's been bothering you for some time and you want to find the relief for it, don't you? Hi, my name is Michael Granados and I am the founder here of Remove Back Pain. I'm happy that you're here right now. And if you've landed on my article, you're going to see a whole bunch of information that's been gathered from me, from experience, and from my expertise that I've put together myself. In this article, if you're not in it yet, and the description is here, go ahead and look below so you can get access to that. But what you're going to be seeing here is just, you're curious about how to maybe solve a problem that you're having with your sciatic nerve pelvic pain, or maybe you know of somebody who does. But either way, what I'm going to show you is how it bothers you and how it is something that rises and it's something that can disturb you if you do nothing about it. I've done this, I've had problems with it, and I figured out my own ways of solving the issue. And that's a big part of the reason why I have this huge blog for you on lower back pain, and sciatica. And so going forward, what you're gonna want to do for treatments, there are really like 5 different ways of going about it, whether you want to do this naturally or not. Number one of them would be medication. Medication is one that most people turn to. Maybe you're on medication at this moment, but medication is a very common one. I know I was doing that for some time. Whether it was opioids, whether it was just NSAIDs, acetaminophen, which really never helps. But nonetheless, these are medications, and these are ones you can take for the time being. Not saying it's a more long-term solution. And if you want a long-term solution, where it starts is in your exercising. Your exercising number two. Okay, that's one you need to start taking more seriously. A big part of the reason why your hip is bothering you the way it is because it's pushed inward. It's posterior pelvic tilt problems, some with a little bit of an anterior pelvic tilt pushing forward. And so what happens is that um, the either the herniated disc, if you have a herniated disc, which causes a sciatic nerve, is pressing up against the back of your spine. And so that nerve is causing problems down it's connected all the way down to your knee on both sides. And so what's happening is this nerve is being pinched in and it's affecting your nerve blocks in your pelvis. And so it's not allowing you the freedom and it's not allowing you to move in a way, in a manner that you want to. So exercising, what you're going to see in the article is going to show you how to do that. There's special exercises in here to do. It's all covered for you. I want to make sure you take a look at that very closely. And if you need the best treatment for sciatica itself, I'm going to leave an article for that too that will tell you more specific exercise that's very well documented, and it's one that I've tried myself. It's one that I help other people with too. Before you go out and try to buy anything, because I'm not about having you buy anything unless you need it, I recommend products. But just go ahead and follow the what is the best treatment for sciatica article that I'm going to have in here. There's going to be a link to that. Make sure you follow that. Heat and cold therapy. Make sure when the pain arises, it's dependent upon the kind of injury you have. If you have more of an acute flare up, something like cold and hot, 24 to 48 hours of cold, maybe 24 to 72, depending on how you're feeling when you ice, and then when you get up and walk around, if you feel better, then move towards heat. And then if you have chronic pain, which is more associated with sciatica pain, which is most of you, go ahead and use a heating pad. Electric heating pads work well. I know that more infrared UTKs, which I have my own, those work very well for sciatic pain. Another one here, we have topical medication. If you're taking topical medication already, good job, awesome. If you're not, that being said, there's things like creams that work. There's some more creams are more geared towards just that chronic lower back pain without sciatica, but there are some that I know about that are very helpful. One of those named Penetrix. You might see this here in the article too, so make sure you're reading through. And then that's pretty much going from there. You know, nerve blocks. You know, make sure you do different things, exercising, and you know, you're basically dealing with these things more in a natural solution. There's also physical therapy, but just going about it in a way that's constructive and it's going to help you long term. Okay, we're talking about long term. So yeah, make sure you go ahead and look through that. And I just wanted to, you know, let you know what my article was about, introduce myself if you didn't know me already, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of the article and you find some meaning behind it and you take action. Okay, ultimately, when I work with people, a lot of the time is what they do is they don't take the action they need. So if you're one of these who is willing to take action forward to changing their lives, all the better. And I am very happy with that. Okay, with that being said, thank you, and I'll talk to you guys again later. Bye.